Welcome to the Medium's Voice podcast. I'm Philip Robinson, here with my co-host Michelle Mosley, and we always laugh at that little intro there. But
welcome back.
Yeah, sorry it's been so long. We've had a very hectic
Both
few
been
weeks.
really busy, haven't we?
And to be fair, I feel like I've not seen Michelle in... She's just smashing up the joint here, if you heard any clutter there. I feel like we've not seen each other in ages, actually, other than that demonstration. Yeah, so
couple of weeks. I know you've missed me. It's been joyful,
peace and quiet. I've been away I was on a course for a week over Blackpool way, and you've been doing dems, and then I've been doing dems, and then I went along to be tech support for your demonstration. That was an insight, wasn't it?
We are terrible. Myself and Les are absolutely terrible at the technical side of things. It all goes wrong.
So we had cables everywhere across York Church, power, dimmed lights. It was like something from the 1940s, wasn't it? Where the power lights flickering. We just stood there staring, not knowing what to do. The best part was, for anyone, just to give you some insight, is I'd been over to Les's and did like a mini training session with them, going, right, you need to do this, this and this. This is how you set it up. Then we got there and none of that would have worked, would it, really? We had to do it completely different to how we'd planned to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
In Les's kitchen.
Yeah, because I forgot the camera and had to go home for the camera.
Oh, yeah.
That was like a 50-minute trip there and back.
So we got to York Church and... everything was different. We had to set everything up. Les and Michelle just stood there and looked at me going, we couldn't have done this. And I thought, just as well I swap shifts and ended up going down. So it's been a busy...
It's been interesting.
It's been a busy month, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
Eventful. That's the word for it, eventful.
Eventful.
Yeah, so this week we've got a question that came in a while back now, wasn't it? We're probably going to go on to that because it's quite a big subject where we'll probably end up chatting on for... don't know how long this episode will end up being with this subject. Do you want to read out?
Yeah, so we had a question from somebody called Andrew, and he had said that hey, been binge listening to the podcast, and it's lovely to hear points of view. Can we discuss philosophy things, he's asked for, and he wants to know what we enjoy listening to and what inspires our philosophy, and what advice would we give to somebody to inspire them on their development in philosophy. So
it's a really good question. And one thing I just want to mention is that's a problem with all these podcasts. You binge watch them or listen to them, and then you can't listen to the next one, can you?
No, exactly.
It's the same with binge watching a TV episode or something like that. But yeah, it's a big subject, philosophy, isn't it? And I think it's, when you hear the word philosophy when you're first starting out in spiritualism, it's like a scary word, isn't it?
It is. Do you know what, Phil? I know when I was first starting out, doing demonstrations, taking services, I used to dread doing the philosophy.
Yeah.
I really did. And I used to just think, what am I going to talk about? But do you know what? I actually love it now. And it is an integral part of the service, isn't it? It's part of the message as well, that not everybody, I don't want to sound very cliche, but even to the people that don't get the message, the spirit world always inspire you to talk about something that will have an impact on their lives in some way or the other.
Yeah, and I suppose it's worth mentioning as well is that when we talk about philosophy within a service, we're talking about a church service as such.
We are.
We wouldn't normally go out and do philosophy as such, just
a demonstration of mediumship.
Yeah. However, there are times where, certainly I have anyway, historically done talks on certain subjects. Effectively, it's just a talk, isn't it? It's a talk about your experiences, what you're inspired to speak about. And what you usually find, which is exactly what we find doing these podcasts, is you start on one thing and then you end up going down this rabbit hole of everything else.
You see, I find it more... I know that you just mentioned there that you find it like talking about your experiences and things like that. See, I look at it in a more different aspect. I look at it as a motivational talk.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think that,
empowerment for people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's sort of like giving them a little bit of a lift in life, isn't it? Because I think there's nothing worse than, you walk through the door and you have to sit and listen to some drab philosophy.
Yeah.
And you go out and you're feeling low.
Well,
I mean, I've heard.
I was going to say, it happens a lot.
Yeah, it does. But I would like to say that it's more uplifting and motivational, so that when you go out the doors on the evening of the service, you go out, and even if you haven't had a message, you should go out and feel like you've enjoyed the evening, you feel uplifted, and it's given you a little bit of an impact, whether that be for the next week or whatever. It's given you that upliftment.
It's been beneficial of some sort, hasn't it? I think as well, it's, especially when I first started getting involved into spiritualism, so to speak, it was always, oh, the world's a terrible place, this, that, and the other. And I think we already know that. If you watch telly or whatever.
Might be in your world, it's not in mine.
Exactly, yeah. But do you know what I mean? You already know that stuff isn't going to plan, or things aren't working out. And like you say, it should be that part of the service that gives people fulfillment if they don't get communication from the spirit world. And I think as time goes on with your own development, the philosophy ends up being something that's heavily inspired by the spirit world.
It does, yeah.
And maybe when you're just starting out, you don't have that full influence of the spirit world within that philosophy.
I agree with you on that
and
one.
teachings. But as time goes on, it slowly starts to get involved. Exactly the way we start out here. We start on one subject. The spirit world influence and us whilst we're recording podcasts or doing talks or philosophy, whatever it is, they influence us in some way. So
I tend to find as well, though, I mean, I do a lot of reading when I get the chance. I do love reading, and I do like wisdom quotes and things like that. I love all stuff like that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, so stuff like that inspires me as well. So I think that's always good to pull in as well. Because even though that the spirit world do inspire you to talk about
smashing
things,
up again, yeah.
even though they do inspire you, you do need to also have a subject in mind.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And to be fair, up until this year, a book that you lent me, I'll cut that part out before. I'd never really read anything on spiritualism or read anything about mediumship, really. I tried to avoid books as such, only because I wanted to find my own way, my own truth, if you will. And I didn't, in a way, some might call it ignorance, so I'm not sure. I didn't really care about what everyone else had experienced, because until it happened to me, I didn't believe it.
Right,
do you know what I mean? I wanted it to happen to me, so then I know it's real. But that book that I was reading, The Voices in the Dark.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Leslie Flint.
And
Voices in the Dark.
I never put that book down for a week. I've read it every single day.
An inspirational book, isn't it?
And I was sat on the sofa.
Anybody that gets the chance, read that book, Leslie Flint, Voices in the Dark.
I'd recommend
it's amazing.
I'd be sat there for 2-3 hours on the sofa, and a house share. So my housemate would pop in and be like, "You're still reading that book?" I was like, "Yep, I've not put it down." But so we can be inspired in many different ways. But
even from reading that book, though, that surely that must have inspired you when you do a talk or a philosophy.
100%.
Some of the words from there, or something that you've read, will inspire you to bring forward into
the thing for me with it was it put into perspective what I'd been experiencing was normal, shall we say. What I'd been experiencing with my mediumship has happened to other people. And I think for me, that was the big thing that I found from reading that book, is validation, if you will, that these experiences I've been having are quite normal and it's okay. And there's nothing scary about it. It's just...
Exactly.
That's how it is. Yeah. Just recently, actually, I found some recordings on an old memory stick from years ago. They must be almost 10 years old. And of a gentleman called Eric Hatton, one of the ex-presidents of the Spiritualist National Union. And I listened to that gentleman do a talk. He's the only person ever that has made me cry through philosophy. And I thought,
so it's
touched my soul, really.
Yeah,
it was something.
That's wonderful.
Just the way he was talking, what he was talking about, and the things that he brought up. It was almost as if he was having a conversation with my spirit directly. I don't think I've ever experienced that from any other speaker.
I never had the opportunity to listen. To any of his, but
I'll let you listen to the audio clips.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yes, definitely.
But it's fascinating, gentlemen.
So you've got, going back to Andrew, just before we digress, Andrew's question. So your philosophy is inspired by the spirit world, isn't it? On what you've learned.
Yeah.
And mine is from exactly the same as well. And I would say some of my experiences that I've gone through in life, and obviously putting a positive spin on it, how you've overcome them, but also, inspiration from books. Do you know, I get a lot from, I love Buddhism.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Absolutely love the way, their way of life, and their philosophies of life. Buddhism really, really inspires me with my philosophy.
I met a few Buddhists I don't want to say the word, but pre-pandemic, and they were fascinating people. They were very, very fascinating.
Very spiritual.
Yeah. Also, it made me think about how much we have in common.
It's very similar, isn't it? Yeah, it's very, very similar. The spiritualists,
because they do a lot on meditation, don't they, Buddhists? As well?
They do, yes. But I like the thing for me that I like about Buddhism is their way of life, their attitude to their way of life. It's all very positive.
Yeah.
It's very inspirational.
Well, I've always said we should be able to live our lives in a way and manner in which people know that we're spiritualists. We shouldn't have to tell people that we're spiritualists. Our actions, our words, the way we carry ourselves should be enough to let people know that there's something about them, there's something spiritual about them. That's one thing I just try and live by. I try and just be the best I can be, and it doesn't always work out, but you can only try.
Yeah, exactly. So the answer to that question, Andrew, really is that, just be open to everything, be inspired by what you see, what you read, and maybe, I don't know, look, I see mine's a lot from books as well, you see.
Yeah, and I think
the majority of mine, my inspiration comes from what I read as well.
I also think it's about telling a story, but not your story as such, in respects of nobody wants to know that you went down to the shop last week and, you bought some butter.
Nobody wants to hear how depressed you are. And...
Not you personally, Andrew, but,
Exactly, yeah.
But, it's about telling the story of your experiences and how they've affected you and you've changed.
In a positive way.
In a positive way, yeah. Everyone should
so people are inspired from your talk.
Yeah. But also, from my perspective, would be, without doubt, allow the spirit world to influence it.
Yes.
And if you struggle with that, then I could only recommend developing that more and more, because for me, the prayer philosophy either make or break a service. The mediumship doesn't make or break a service. The prayer and philosophy actually build the foundation ready for you to work with the spirit world. If you have a good prayer, good philosophy, the energy is uplifting, the atmosphere is uplifting, people are uplifted. And therefore, when you go into the mediumship section of the service, it tends to be better.
You're not wading through mud.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope that gives you some insight anyway, Andrew, into philosophy.
So the other thing that we talked about what we've been doing and what we've been up to, haven't we?
Yes.
So you, going back to our busy week, you spent the week on a course.
I did, yes.
What did you get out of your course then?
So yeah, I was on a course in Blackpool. I specifically went on this course to look at all the states of consciousness, brain activity, the science.
You do have some brain activity.
Somewhat, yeah. There's something in there. I'm just not sure what is in there.
No, we're still guessing.
Or what level it's at, but there's something in there, I'm sure. So yeah, I went to look specifically at the science aspects of mediumship, spiritualism, whatever you want to call it. that's something I've always been interested in. I took part in some studies with a university down south, took part with a study up here. I've always had that interest. And I went on this course mainly to find out. I didn't necessarily go for my own development as such. I went to find answers to the questions that I had. And the way
Did you get the answers?
I did.
That's good then.
The way I found them
Or if you come out with more questions.
A bit of both.
Which is always good.
Yeah. I specifically went to look at how my mediumship was, and they have this piece of equipment that measures different things, has loads of sensors, measures different sensors.
Oh, you were telling me about that. Yeah, that sounded really interesting. Yeah.
It was. And for me, it was something, I think because the way my brain works, because I work in IT.
That just does not sound good at all. We know the way your brain works.
Well, the way my brain works, I'm quite analytical. I like things that makes no sense either.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. So my brain doesn't work today.
That explains a lot.
It all, doesn't it? But it was something real that was objective, separate from me. So it wasn't my mind. I had no influence in what was happening. This was a separate device that was measuring things within my body. For me, that's more evidential for myself than any medium giving me a message.
Yeah. Because it's to do with the scientific side.
Yeah. And that device doesn't know me. It's not biased.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have any understanding of what I do.
So obviously, let's just go back and explain it for the people listening or the people that don't know any of this. It's like a little recording, isn't it?
So
it measures your brain waves, your brain activity to a certain level.
I don't understand it fully because I was only there for a few days, but essentially it's a device that you put your hand on. It measures different things like temperature. It measures what's
happening with your body while you're linking to the spirit world.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah. And the way the tutors had done it with myself is they took a measurement before blending with the spirit world and then took a measurement after blending with the spirit world. And it was night and day, really. I couldn't deny what was on there. And it also made me think, okay, I thought I needed to go in that direction. Now I know I need to go in that direction. So it was like concrete, if you will. So, yeah.
That's good.
I went for questions. Get questions answered.
It just gave you a little bit more confirmation of where you want to be. Yeah.
Or where I feel
or where you aspire
to be. So it was very interesting. And I did drink a lot of wine as well, so that was also
well, that's always bonus, isn't it? You can't
spirit of all kinds.
Yeah. That's the best spirit of all.
Yeah. So what about you? I know you'd had the thing with Les, didn't you?
Yeah, so obviously I've been doing quite a few demonstrations, been really, really busy. Also with family life and art as well. I'm getting things ready for an exhibition. But I did a big demonstration up in York with Les Henderson, the medium Les Henderson, where I did the drawing of the spirit portraits and Les linked into the portrait. The spirit, So that was quite interesting. That was good. Every picture tells a story. It was quite interesting. We've had some really good feedback and good results from that.
Even I got a message.
You did,
and I didn't even pay to go in.
I know. Wasn't from me.
It was interesting, but just on the side of that, I got a message, and I think in a way that was more evidential for me and possibly Les, because he didn't have any expectation to go to me or anything like that.
Exactly.
You just wouldn't normally, would you? Do you know what I mean?
Definitely not.
And I was the only person in that room that could understand that very specific piece of information that he first gave. So it was like, wow. No one else in that room could understand that. So it was a very good evening.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it was chilly, wasn't it?
Oh, it was freezing.
Yeah. I thought we were going to have snow outside.
Absolutely freezing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's warmed up now though, but God,
yeah.
It was cold. But yeah, we're looking forward to doing a few more spirit portraits with Les Henderson.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's becoming quite a passion of mine, because obviously I'm an artist anyway. So
I was just going to mention that. Yeah. Not many people maybe realise that you're an artist and a spirit artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spirit portrait, because I think there's a big difference between spirit art and spirit portraits, whereas some people do spirit art and do inspirational arts with the spirit world, whereas I just do the portraits, the evidential.
Makes sense.
So it's been quite a busy time.
Well, I think we'll wrap it up for this week, and thank you for everyone's patience, and we'll try and get some stuff out over the next few weeks for you, and especially over Christmas time as well, because it'll be manic over Christmas, no doubt.
Yeah, we've got, myself and Philip have got a candlelit service coming up in Middlesbrough Church. What date is that, Philip?
Is it not the 19th? I want to say the 19th.
Can't remember. I think, is it only £3 to get in?
It's
something
only
like
£3.
That. And there's lots of carol singing. It's going to be really happy Christmas spirit vibe going on.
It is the 19th, I was right.
19th of December. Get yourselves there. What time does it start? I'm not sure.
I think it's 7.
Maybe have a look on their Facebook page. Yeah.
And we've got our Northallerton demonstration on Friday, this Friday.
Yeah, will be this Friday. Tickets have sold really, really well for that, haven't they?
29th,
But I think you can still get some more on the door, can't you? So that's at Roman B.
In Northallerton. It's been busy.
It's been hectic.
Yeah.
But it'll soon be a festive break.
I know. Thankfully,
before we start all over again.
Next year, I think next year will probably be busier than this year, no doubt.
Well, I think we've got some big plans for next year as well, haven't we, coming up? So we've got some really good, positive, exciting news for next year, haven't we, Philip? Yeah. So, we'll hang fire and not say anything just yet.
And some new people as well that we'll have on the podcast next year, which will be very interesting, no doubt.
Yes, yeah.
But we're not telling you who that is either. So
just tune in till next time.
So thank you for listening, and we hope you've enjoyed it. It's been very informal this week, and it's been enjoyable.
Yeah.
And relaxed.
And Phil's got a new gadget as well.
Oh, yes.
He's just bought himself a new gadget, which we were having a real good laugh about earlier, weren't we? Because it's got a few jingles on there.
We could just add some sound effects in every now and again. That'll be all right, wouldn't it?
It's got a few sound effects on.
If Michelle swears, I'll just buzz it out every time. There'll
be loads of clapping.
It's like they're in a room full of people. But thank you for listening, and we hope we'll speak to you again soon. So thank you.
Any questions, or anybody wants to email us with your experiences, or you want us to talk about something specific, don't be shy. Email us at the
Medium's Voice Podcast at gmail.com.
There we go.
And we have had a few people email in.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
To talk about. So thank you. Right, thanks a lot, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.